guys, how are you? My name is Uthando Ngunezi, for those of you who don't know me. For the newcomers, welcome to the channel. Yes, and for the returners, thank you so much guys for the continued support. So today I will be talking about the 5 things that you need to know about debt. Now, disclaimer, I am in no way a debt counselor or am I qualified to talk about financial issues. These are just lessons that I have learned so far as a start out in debt and with the people around me in general. So yes guys, I would like to apologize in advance for looking down, because as you know there is a list somewhere on a piece of paper. So yeah, in any way, let's get this video started. Number 1, the first thing that you need to know about debt is that it is personal. Okay, now what I mean about this is that debt is a personal decision. You do not just go somewhere just because they are offering you money and just be like, okay, I'm going to take on that account, I'm going to take on that loan. No, you need to know why you're doing it, for your personal reasons. If you have a friend, for example, who was called by a clothing store offering them credit, you do not go to the store and find out if you qualify as well. No, you don't do that. You evaluate, do I even buy clothes from this store? Because even if the companies actually call you, sometimes the companies will call you, what you need to do is to evaluate yourself. Do I need this money? If it's a loan, if it's a clothing account, do I actually like the clothes from this store? If it's a furniture account, do I need a new couch, or I can still do another year with my own couch? So yeah, that is what I mean about debt being personal. It is a personal decision. You do not just wake up the next day and be like, oh okay, this store is offering me this, so let me just take it. No, it's a personal decision. You need to evaluate your life. You need to be conscious about creating your credit score, because you know what things are important to you and what you need in your life at that point. Okay, so you don't just go around saying, I've been offered 20,000 by the bank. Do you need it? What do you need it for? What are you going to do with it? Okay, so there's got to be a plan. There's got to be a reason why that is actually personal to you. If your friend has 5 clothing accounts, it doesn't mean you should have 5 clothing accounts as well. If you don't need those clothes, or you just not a person who likes buying clothes frequently, or you don't see the need, then just don't do it. And my other tip would be, if you taking out credits, for example, for a clothing store, choose a store that has a chain of stores. For example, the Foschini Group, because you can use that same card to buy in many places, like in many stores. So yeah, that's what I would say. Debt is personal. Do not copy friends, family, whatever. Just choose what you need, what you want, because debt is personal. Okay, number 2 on the list, you need to know that debt does not disappear. Okay guys, you stop taking accounts everywhere, loans everywhere, just assuming that one day you will wake up and it will all be gone. Because no, it will not. You are going to pay. You are going to pay every last bit and penny of that money, together with the interest that is charged on you. And now remember that if you borrow money from any institution, they charge you higher than for you keeping your money with them. So really, you just need to be conscious about the debt that you are taking. Not everything needs to be financed by debt. You can save up for some things, because the truth is your debt will not disappear. Even if you're like, anyway, I will be dead by that time. Listen, your life cover, that's the reason why you have life cover, or you have whatever insurance, is because somebody at the end needs to pay for whatever you took. Okay, so debt will not disappear. I'm sorry, but you will pay. The third thing that you need to know about debt is that it needs to work for you, not drown you. Okay, so if you are if you have accumulated debts, right, you need to ensure that you can afford to pay all your minimum installments without you actually being how can I put this, without you being broke at the end of paying all your minimum installments. If you can pay your minimum installments and you can save and you can invest, then debt is working for you. But if you are not paying your minimum installments and at the same time, let's say you are paying your minimum installments but you are unable to save, you are unable to invest, then debt is starting to drown you. If you are paying your minimum installments and you are paying for everything else, but 10 days before payday you are already borrowing money from somewhere and someone, then know for sure that debt is starting to drown you. Debt is not meant to drown you. Debt is meant to work for you. It's a matter of purchasing things now so that you can be able to use them rather than saving now and buying them later. But the moment that you cannot afford to pay for your minimum installments, then it's over. Debt is no longer working for you. Debt is drowning you. You do not want to be in that position, please. The fourth thing that you need to know about debt, and this took me a very long time because I actually thought I could. So the fourth thing that you need to know about debt is that you cannot beat the bank. There is no way you are going to beat the bank. Like, I'm so sorry, but you are like, you're so junior in comparison to the bank. So at some point and somewhere in life, there will be something that you cannot save for, or saving for it will take too long. So the best thing to do is just to go and knock at the bank. Okay, and so as a result, it is far better to start building a relationship with credit, so that by the time you need the bank, they've got a credit record of you. They know what kind of payer you are, and they trust you. They sort of trust you with their money, which means a bit of a percentage off your interest rates, which actually then works for you, which goes back to the point that I said that debt needs to work for you. So you cannot beat the bank. I am so sorry. Even with the point system, I'm taking a lot of credit because I want to have points. I'm taking a lot of credit because e-bucks. I'm taking a lot of credit because you cannot beat the bank. What is important to you is that you have planned for your debt and you afford to pay your minimum installment or even more, so that you finish your debt quicker. So yeah, it's the sad news. Unfortunately, you cannot beat the bank. The last lesson, which is lesson number 5, is that debt needs to be reviewed annually, just like your health. So let's say, for example, you took out a loan the previous year and you were okay with paying the minimum installments, but now the thing is you've had a shift in your financial commitments. For example, let's say with me right now, I do not have someone who's taking care of my daughter as a nanny that needs to be paid. My mom is doing that job for me because she's currently at home. Now, say if she were to find employment, that would mean I would have to find someone to help me with my daughter, and so the nanny will need a salary, and that might change the way that I am able to afford that minimum installment or to keep the loan running for the entire year. So what I can do is that I can add more to my minimum installment so that the loan is finished quicker. So let's say I was willing to make a minimum payment of like 600 rand for the rest of the year, but now I've just figured, you know what, in the next 3 months I might need an additional 200 rands from my budget. So what I can do is go and review that loan. How much do I still have to pay? And maybe just, you know, cough up a lump sum and sacrifice a few things so that I can get rid of those minimum payments so that they can work for me in terms of paying for the nanny. So that's the nature of debt. You just have to review it together with your health, your general finances, because you want to know, do I still need these accounts? Do I still need to pay for this? Can't I just, you know, cough up a lump sum and finish it off or whatever? Because at the end of the day, you need to pay that amount, and situations change. We cannot run away from that our situations change, and sometimes we just have to, you know, adjust our budget. So you need to review your debt. You need to see if the debt is still working for you, or are you drowning. If you are drowning, you need to get to a space where you're like, you know, I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna try and reduce my debt so that it gets back to a point where it works for me rather than drowns me. Okay, so yeah guys, that's about it. Those are the 5 things that I would like to share with you guys in terms of the things that you need to know about debt. We will of course unpack all of these things as we go along in the debt segment of the channel, but basically for now I would like you guys to go and review your debt and see if debt is working for you or debt is drowning you. Remember, I said if debt is working for you, it means you can afford to pay for all your minimum payments, and you are saving and you are investing. So for those of you who watched till the end, in the comment section, please write, please tell me in the comment section whether debt is working for you or is debt drowning you. I'm very interested to know, because apparently as a country we are in trouble in terms of debt. So please just comment on the comment section below on whether debt is drowning you or debt is working for you. Thank you so much guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for those of you who keep returning to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like this segment of the channel, and also share the video with your friends. Tell them, Nguti, there's a girl who's talking about these kind of things, maybe you need to watch her. Yeah, please guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you for it. Bye.